I am Kyle Alger. I am the sales manager at Powder Solutions Incorporated. We are an authorized distributor for the BFM fittings and have been for 18 years. We really like to take pride at PSI about being completely focused on the BFM fitting. In general, what we say about ourselves at PSI is that we do eat, breathe, live BFMs. That's what we do.
You know, I like to listen to what problems they're currently having with their connectors. What issues are they seeing? What would they like to resolve from, to see the connectors do? And then from there, what I'll typically do is show them, this is what we have to offer you. And, a lot of times what we see too is that at BFM, it's a standard connector is what you see, but that's where we can get in the nuts and bolts and say, hey, there's more to BFM than just a connector, and really show them what there is, and then walk them through an installation process, whether that be videos and pictures, or we have an installation guide that they can then go through. And then once that's done and the purchase has been made and we move forward, always like to check back with them 90 days, in advance and say, hey, how did things go? Did we meet your expectations? What could we do better?
The problem with those and clamp fitters is they can't get that repeatable fit. So, no matter where they cut their sleeves, when they go out there to place it on between the pipes, I might put it in differently compared to the guy next to me. Whereas with the BFM, it doesn't matter. Once it's set, it goes in place, it's done. Whether it's powder or dust, both of them are probably the biggest challenges. With the dust, you're worried about the combustible dust in the air and an event to occur, or you're going to have dust leakage fall to the ground, start to create safety hazards for your workers, for slips and falls, and then it could be the product that's causing those same types of issues. So yeah, leakage in general, when they come to us, is I think their number one concern. When you get dust in the air, there's always fine dust particles where it could start to create some sort of event that would create a dust explosion. So, that's a concern right there. And then the dust leakage that occurs out of the clamps and then around equipment, and you can start to worry about workers falling and slippage and stuff like that. Maintenance managers, plant managers, and QA managers, they all face different types of issues when it comes to flexible connectors. And the great thing about the BFM is that it can solve all their issues. Maintenance workers, they're worried about, how are my workers going to take this new connector on, and how easy it is for them to get it in and out. And then is it going to last? Plant managers, they're more concerned about the efficiency. How quickly will they get them in and out? Are we going to get product loss? And then you got your quality assurance managers that come in, and they're more worried about compliances, such as, is it ATEX rated? Is it USDA 3A accepted? Does it have all the compliances? Can we clean it? Can we clean it in place? Do we have to clean it out of place? Those are all the types of concerns that they all have. But yeah, at the end of the day, what's great about it is that the BFM covers all of those. They create the airtight seal. They're easy to clean. They cover everything that those managers are looking for. Most memorable transformation, we worked with a battery company years ago, and they were manufacturing lithium. And one of the issues that they were having was that the lithium powder would cake onto their equipment in the facility. And so it was costly to get that type of material or coating off of the equipment when they needed to. Plus the dust would get into the air, create an unhealthy environment for their workers. So they caught wind of the BFM, and it was a kind of a nerve-wracking adventure, because it was one of these where we went in, did the measurements, and then it was like they were going to go all BFM. They weren't even going to test it. It was, we're going. Well, they didn't need to test it, really. The only issue they had was that once they installed all of the BFMs, it created such an airtight environment that they had to figure out other ways to get the powder to flow downstream. So when I did call back, that was the comment I got, which was kind of comical, because they said, boy, this thing is extremely airtight. We believe you. And it's been great for them ever since.
If you're looking to increase or improve your operating efficiency, decrease your product loss, and improve worker safety, you're looking in the right direction with BFM. It can do all three of those and then some. The easy in and out repeatable fit for your efficiency, the airtight seals so that you're not having product leak at all. It covers all of the areas that you're looking to, plus it has other benefits that you don't even see when you initially look at the BFM and maybe what you're going for.